Hello, and just wanted to make a quick video. It's been a while since I've been online, and I'm just excited to share a lot of things. One of them being the new album just dropped. I've been working on it for like 4 or 5 years. Went through a lot to get to this point with it, so that's just one of the things. I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I just literally just wanted to say hi, show everyone my face, still alive. I would see people out and throughout Montana, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're alive," or "You're okay," and like some people, I got like this crazy look from a couple people that like they thought maybe I was just like strung out or something crazy like that. It's like, no, dude, it's actually the opposite. I've been really just tuned in, and it's been nice. It's been really nice, and so just gonna come back with a lot more intention. Ever since my divorce about like 6 or 7 years ago, it's been a journey to really get my own personal footing back, and there were times where I definitely got a good grip under my feet, but then it's tough, and as people we change so much, and so allowing that space to change. I guess that's really kind of be like the theme of what my art and poetry is about, and so that's just kind of where I'm going to be at. Just really spending some time talking about um, intentionality, finding your footing, allowing yourself room to change, knowing what is an acceptable change to what you really want in this lifetime, and what's not an acceptable change. And so, yeah, that's what it's going to be about. That's what this new message that I have to give. And it's amazing with dropping this album. It doesn't matter like to anybody. That was such a goal for myself to come up with 13 songs that I absolutely loved. Um, in the past, I've made a couple albums that I never really released. I maybe gave out. This is back in the days of CDs. I don't know if you know what CDs are, but it's kind of like an 8 track. And I made a couple albums, but I never really pushed them. And so this new album, again, it's not even about pushing it for me. It's just going to be about the creativity, and that's really the point I was trying to make. Is this new album is something that I wanted to do for myself my entire life, with little bits of soul, like R&B, hip hop, obviously, even pop, and yeah. And growing up, I was kind of, many people probably don't know this about me, but in high school, my probably biggest thing that I listened to was punk rock. I loved punk rock, and I'm sure a lot of my high school friends who, a lot of them were punk rockers or and whatnot. So like, just it's just funny that, and so to have that vibe in there. There's a song that I just recently finished about 2 months ago, and it has that like Portland like alternative like rock sound on there, and I was just so proud of myself because I always wanted to produce a song like that. And if you didn't know, I actually produce all of the beats and everything like that. I can't shred on the guitar, so anytime you hear shredding on the guitar, which is pretty often on the album, it's not me, but pretty much everything else is me. And so, again, I'm not trying to just talk about the album only. I'm just happy to be back online and spread out a positive message, because as I go throughout Montana, that is like literally the good news that people tell me is like, hey, I love your positive content. And so I just wanted to say thank you for having me back. I'm glad to be back in this, in my own, happy to be in my own skin, happy to be in my own heart. And yeah, I don't want to give too much shine, too much light to the haters, but I just want you to know that God is watching you and He sees your heart, and you better get that right, man. Yeah, so just be good. Just stop hating. Put love and intention into yourself, and stop thinking about others and what others got. People are going to hate all day long. So we need more people like that. We need more people who are not going to be jealous and spiteful. We need people who are going to build each other up and ask each other, what are you doing for yourself that like loves on yourself today? You know what I mean? Like, what if we change the narrative? Like, instead of like asking somebody how their day is with the already negative connotation going out, why don't we ask somebody how their day is? Like, what is the biggest blessing that you have to look forward to today? And that's all I got for now. Peace.